I started concentrating on this dungeon area. I had a lot of dirt in here that I had to dig out of there. I don't know if you remember that dirt from a previous episode, but that was a hassle to get out of there because I had to dig it out and somehow get into a wheelbarrow, and it was really a pain in the butt. So I ended up taking one of those pole diggers right over here. Ended up using that. Got it all dug out. I got some stairs here. I found some stringers online on Craigslist for free. Somebody was just getting rid of them when they're building a deck. So I took some leftover wood and some treated. It's all treated pretty much except for the stair part. I wanted them to be treated because this is going to be all in a moist area, and the previous stairs were all rotted out. They're barely holding on there. So I used that treated fence post that I got online for free too, and just cut it in half for the bottom part of the stairs. So I'm going to put some supports under there, and then cut off the very top of it so it fits. I did have these stairs inverted, so if you imagine this same setup as if it's flipped the other way, and those were supports for the top of the stairs, if you can imagine that. And I did it this way because it needed a better angle. Otherwise the stairs went too far under there, and there was not enough room before you got off the stairs to get under there. So they're more of like a ladder steps. I just needed to dig a little more with the dirt so I can get the stairs all the way under and snug under the floor there so it fits better. So that's what I'm doing now. And by the way, that sewer down there was the sewer backed up, and I think it was from the previous owner that had this. It was backed up a long time ago. I think there was a root that got into the sewer, so I had to get Roto-Rooter finally to get over here, and they took a big power hose down there and they attached this head onto it that spun and just eats up everything. And I was trying to use this cable snake thing, but it wasn't doing justice at all. That was a really heavy root, and they had a hard time getting through that route, so I knew it was there for a long time. That's what they said too. So it felt good getting that cleared up. Hopefully it'll last for a while, but now it got me concentrating on the stair part of it, and plus winter or fall is coming, so I need to get my new furnace in there as well. So this has just been a major focus of mine to try to get this situated. When they came, all I had was a ladder to get down here, and they were going to use their cable thing at first, this big heavy thing that they had to carry down, and they said, well, they can't use that because it was too sketchy getting down there, and it was going to cost $160 something for the total service, what I was going to get. But they said they couldn't use the cable thing, so they would have to do the pressure water thing, and the guy said they're gonna have to charge me $400 for that treat to do it that way. And I said I just can't afford that. That's just, I mean, it only took them 40 minutes to really get in there and set it up and do it. So, but they said, okay, we'll give you a deal. So they just made it $50 more than the original cost. So they cut me a deal there, but I think if you just ask, you say, hey, I really can't do this. I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask, because sometimes they take advantage of, these situations where people are desperate, and they'll just say, yeah, whatever, just do it. I just need to mention real quick about a scammer number about house services, sewer services, heating, cooling, stuff like that. And if you ever find a number, 877-967-1585, and if you ever look up anything and that number pops up, it's a scam number. And basically it showed my hometown, and it said, we do all the services for this town, and you just give us a call. And I was looking for their office to go to. I got a foreign sounding guy, and I'm like, okay, it might be some secretary guy that is answering phones. But then I said, is your office in town? He's like, well, yeah, do you want a quote? And I'm like, okay. And then so he said, yeah, we're going to give you a call back. So then I was like, I don't know, I'll look it up. I did some research, and I found out that they pretty much put the website up with generic pictures with your town inserted into the description. They just get screenshots of people doing plumbing. So just be aware of that. It looks like it's all over the place. And it's amazing that, of their creativity and what they do. So I just want to give a warning of what scammers can do just in that area too in your life. Well, here's the finished stairs. They work just great. I might have to reinforce it a little bit, but this is seems like a simple project, but this was a huge, long project just because I needed to figure out how to do it. And I cut this door in half. You can see half of it there and half of it here, so that I could open one hatch if I just want to get down there real quick, or have the option of removing that so I can get down with bigger stuff. And then I'm just going to attach this to the wall here, and this will be a way to climb down through this hatch just for temporary things to get down there. So here's a better close-up of what I did. I mean, these are pretty self-explanatory. It's not too difficult. I had to get inventive with the brackets here, and I had to bend them so they'll fit around where I need to. I screwed in these supports, and typically I would have loved to notch it out right here and have it actually sitting under the board. I mean, I attached it here, I attached it up here, and those are an additional support. And it's just these stairs, and it's really tough anyways. I mean, it holds a lot of weight, so I wasn't really too concerned about just putting screws in there. And later I'm gonna reinforce it a little better. For now I have stairs that I can use, and I put an additional piece of wood on top so I have a little more foot room to stand on. Now finally I'm ready for the furnace, and might have to clean up down there a little bit, but that's pretty much it. That's gonna be another task in itself, hooking that furnace up.